Hello everyone and welcome to our talk. My name is Ella and I'm one of the lecturers at Faculty of Natural Sciences, the School of Life Sciences. I teach neuroscience and contribute in some of the lectures and modules in biology, human biology, and teach in interdisciplinary manner as well. Today's talk is about delivering laboratory practical sessions using a hybrid approach. This is a case study and we are going to introduce you to what we used and what we did during the semester 1 academic year 2020-21 and in the middle of the talk, I have invited Samira Chowdhury, one of our neuroscience students, to talk about her experience and positive and negative that she felt during the practical and things that she thinks we can improve. And finally, I will conclude the talk in due course as well. So this is going to be in a nutshell what you will be hearing from us in the next 10-15 minutes. And without further ado, let's get started with reviewing hybrid blended learning and how we approached designing and developing this laboratory session. So what is hybrid learning or blended learning? This concept has been introduced for many years now. You are already familiar with it. You have heard about perhaps distance learning and open education movements, as well as most recent MOOC activities and courses and modules that are offered in this way. Having said that, majority of hybrid or blended learning are offering actually a taught program. So there is no component of laboratory practical in this kind of form of delivering and teaching. So here, for the first time, at least at KIITE, we have explored the possibility of offering a blended format of learning when it comes to wet laboratory experience for our undergraduate students. And we are hoping that the model might prompt many of our colleagues to perhaps adapt it, tweak it, and make it compatible with their own curriculum and benefit from it should they be interested to do so. So my journey in design and development of a hybrid format of a laboratory session started when I was first invited to deliver one of the laboratory practicals for this specific module, practical skills in biosciences. Module code is LSC 20107. As you may see here, this module is offering various laboratory practicals to different cohorts and different programs, one of which is a neuroscience. Practical 5 or week 5, histology, microscopy and imaging was the practical that I delivered in a format of blended teaching and learning. And of course, I wasn't alone and I worked closely with peers at Department of Neuroscience. Particularly, I am indebted to Chris and Jackie for supporting me and encouraging me as I was working on the videos and materials that I prepared for students. As you see here, initially I produced a video for students that was communicated via email to them. And as you see, it's highlighted here that all the students, again, we are talking about inclusivity, they received the materials in a timely manner ahead of the practical, at least a week earlier. And this video helped them where to find the materials such as the practical book and handbook and COSH forms and other information that are useful to them and prepares them for the practical. In this video, I highlighted that why they are taking this practical and what they should be expecting during this laboratory experience and what is expected from them. Particularly, I insisted that they need to prepare themselves ahead of the laboratory practical. And As you see here, a lot of information related to health and safety as well as handbook is provided to them. In the second video, I talked about the protocol, step-by-step importance of each steps, and I created a link with the career and future research directions and how and why they should benefit from this practical. This is not just a practical to tick boxes and fill their time, but they can benefit from it in a wider aspect. So we are talking about UKPSF V4 now. And finally, I created a video for image analysis. As you can see here, a group of slides or images from control and disease group is provided to all the students. Again, we are talking about inclusivity of the when it comes to design of a curriculum or a program, and therefore they would be able to access these freely and without worrying about if their experiments worked or not. The purpose was of providing this video was to actually again provide an equal opportunity to all learners to enhance their digital literacy as well as how they should install software. Not everyone is a digital or IT savvy, and therefore every one of the students, whether they have a limited knowledge in information technology, could benefit from these step-by-step guidance, how to open the software or how to upload the images, how to analyze them step by step, and eventually put them into the statistical software to further analyze. By no means this is a complete package. I could have had a video of staining sessions or a snapshot of various stages, but because of COVID and we weren't on campus, the access to create those videos were limited. So these are the areas that we are able to improve should we wish to continue this way and with the blended format to enhance a student's experience and knowledge when it comes to laboratory practical. So as always, we make all these efforts to actually enhance learners' experience. And I'm inviting Samira Chowdhury, one of our level 5 students who volunteered to talk about her own experience, pros and cons of it, and what she felt went well and what she felt that didn't go so well, what her suggestions are for future that when we design and tweak or redesign and develop this part of the curriculum, what should be considered. And after her talk, I will conclude the session as well. So let's welcome Samira Chowdhury.
Hello, my name is Samira and I'll be discussing the benefits of hybrid learning. In my opinion, I found that the hybrid approach was incredibly well executed and I went away feeling intellectually satiated. The pre-recorded videos were very beneficial. I found that they were instructive and informative and prepared us for the lab and post-lab activities. The videos gave thorough instructions, which was really helpful during the lab, but also gave us the opportunity to pause the video and experiment with the software ourselves. So, the only disadvantage I felt was the loss of teamwork. As a scientist, I particularly enjoy sharing ideas and working with people and gaining different perspectives. But with the smaller class sizes and social distancing, there was a quieter, more unfriendly environment, which made it more difficult to break the silence and ask questions. Last year on campus, there was a larger student cohort. It was great as we had the opportunity to socialize, work together, and hence learn together. Face-to-face teaching is also known to be effective as it has been used for years, and we were reassured that we were learning in the most appropriate manner that would aid us in our future careers. However, due to larger class sizes, we were not always given the opportunity to work independently, which sometimes led to some students being left out. And there was also less support before the labs and less guidance with post-lab questions. This year the student cohort was much smaller compared to last year. This meant we had access to our own equipment. We were able to learn independently and truly understand how to use the equipment to its fullest. Whereas last year, sometimes I wouldn't even get the chance to handle or touch the equipment. And it's truly important that we know how to handle this type of equipment, such as microscopes, for our future careers. Again, I'd like to emphasize that the pre-lab activities using the software is a transferable skill that will be fundamental for the future. Overall, I think that the lab practical was really well executed and I really enjoyed the pre and post session activities. They really reinforced my learning. However, I would love to see a platform where students could share ideas and results with each other and there's a more sense of community. And thank you.
Thank you, Samira. So today we demonstrated that it is possible to use a hybrid and blended format of teaching and learning in design and developing laboratory sessions to enhance the students' research skill as well as additional transferable skills in them. This approach is engaging, is actually effective and efficient for both students as well as the educators. Also, we talked about the importance of constructivism and social constructivism because students, although would be able to construct new knowledge as they have the opportunity to exercise independence, but they need that element of social constructivism. And of course, we are social mammalians, and it is nice to engage with peers as well. So, when it comes to future directions, I would be considering, of course, discussing with peers as well if it is feasible to create MS Teams platforms or Flipgrids for students to hang out. One must consider that the students are not all as proactive as Samira was, and some students might be shy, some might have limited accessibility to digital platforms, and therefore, although we are providing such platforms for them, there is always room for improvement to enhance inclusivity and create a more engaging and interactive session when it comes to practical and experiencing, some laboratory research for our students and bringing learners closer to research and researchers, as Dilifang and other peers have mentioned in the design and development of the curriculum. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me or Samira. Again, many thanks to the neuroscience team, particularly Jackie and Chris, for supporting me in delivering of this practical. All the best, and bye-bye. Some of the references used in this talk have been added in here. If you think we could help you with the design and development of a practical, particularly those in chemistry, physics, especially in medicine, we would be happy to support you and help you in creating a creative approach and creative design. Not just during the COVID, but also I think this could be something to be used beyond this unprecedented situation as well to enhance a student's experience. And of course, I would like to hear from you regarding your thoughts, concerns, and comments as well. God bless, take care, and bye-bye.